T-L.
Capitalism is the only way, Leslie. It moves our country forward. It's what makes America great, and England okay, and France terrible. W.
T-L.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. You know what that stands for. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Ian D. Klassen, and I'm joined by
J.O.
Joe. It's like a train whistle, like coming and going. Is that
That's kind of the idea.
You're gonna have all these different opens. Like, remember when our president used to be on that hit TV show, and he had all the different ways that he would fire people, and one was called the Rattler, and the other one was called he had all these names. You're gonna have all these different names.
I need them
for your intros.
I need the sound effects.
Everyone's gonna, there he is, he's doing the train whistle again.
They know exactly. You're a train whistle. Oh boy, here we go. J.O.'s in the house.
Well, we got to get back into your wheelhouse here, and that is something that started years ago as just like a column on a blog.
Yeah,
the bottom five.
The bottom five. We give you the 5 worst teams in the NFL heading into the next week. And it's not just about wins and losses. Sometimes it's the fan base. Sometimes it's the vibes. Sometimes
next level stuff here.
Sometimes these are falling apart. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Well, and it's not just the 5 worst teams, the bottom 5 of the NFL. It's the best bets that come out of those.
100%.
And people aren't looking there. We are.
That's the thing. If you're not like looking at these 5 best bets, you're leaving. Like thelinemakers.com is giving you winners.
Yeah.
We are giving you winners also in the bottom 5.
My God, let's get into it.
Number 5, and improving by 3 spots from last week, the Houston Texans. You might think a 26-0 win over the Titans and finally seeing C.J. Stroud show up and show out might be enough to get out of the 5. No, not quite. I still think there's something going on there. And we all know the Titans aren't very good.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have the Titans in the bottom 5 because they've got some growing pains they're going through. I still sort of kind of maybe believe in what they're doing. They're just very, very new at it.
I think everyone's they want to give Cam Ward the benefit of the doubt. Yes. They want to give him some time. So that's so gracious of you.
Yeah.
But you've seen enough with C.J. Stroud here, and you probably don't like the matchup agast Baltimore.
Not at all.
A desperate Baltimore team.
A very desperate Baltimore team that's also sitting at 1-3 at home. But with that being said, Baltimore is likely going to have their backup quarterback in action. So no Lamar Jackson. Houston struggling the way they are. My best bet in this one, under 40.5. I see a low-scoring game.
Love it. I thought that's where you're going to go with it. And Lamar with the injury, that's tough. And then Houston, they're just not right.
No.
And it kind of feels like it's a must-win for both teams, and that just sounds so weird for the Ravens. And even though they lost that Week 1 game, we're like, oh my God, against Buffalo, the fireworks, and it was everything we thought it would be, and it looked like they had that game at a couple different points, but things just have not panned out for the Ravens. And then salt in the wound, Lamar Jackson's down as well.
Yeah, it's not very helpful for them.
No.
Number 4, up 1 spot.
Okay.
Your Cleveland Browns, 1-3 currently. They just took on a big old loss at Detroit. But the reason why they improved in the bottom 5 is because they finally benched Joe Flacco.
He was the worst in like every stat possible.
Yeah.
Like out of 33 quarterbacks that would make the threshold to be ranked, he was 33 in just about all.
But in like a very Cleveland way, they benched Joe Flacco on the week they're traveling to London to play a weird game, right?
Yeah.
And then they start Dylan Gabriel, which should be exciting for the fan base.
Yeah.
But you've got Shadur Sanders playing these mime games in the locker room with the media.
So weird.
They've got a lot of Cleveland things going on for sure.
Yeah, and what a weird spot for a mid-round rookie to make his first start. I think he's the first quarterback in NFL history. When I saw him starting to trend earlier yesterday on Twitter, on X, I'm like, oh no, what did
Something
they
happened,
do?
yeah.
What did they do? Just a really tough spot for him. And I guess that just shows you how desperate Cleveland is.
Yeah, you'd think they'd start him at at home with the fan base there, but nope.
No.
So London, 8:30 a.m. our time, they will be playing the Vikings. I like the Vikings to cover 3.5, and for the game to go over 36 points. That'll give you plus 235.
And I think that total is going to keep going down. For all the mentions, reason in the Vikings, they're not starting their quarterback either. They're starting their backup. The old Wentz train.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. He has resurfaced, but he looked kind of shaky at times. Did complete some balls, though, the last couple of weeks for the Vikings. But I do think that total is going to get bet down, so you could probably wait on that to get a better number.
Oh, yeah. Hit that over.
Yep.
Number 3, and this is another team that has improved. This one by 2 spots, so it's not all negative on the bottom 5, okay? There's some positives here.
Yes.
The Miami Dolphins, they've been living as the worst team in the bottom 5 for weeks on weeks. They finally get their first win, beating the New York Jets 27-21. They're 1-3. And when they lost Tyreek Hill for the season on that injury, he couldn't have been happier.
That was quite the scene, and I mean it was such an ugly scene with his leg going the wrong way. But then he just got on that cart and he was just shaking everyone's hand, waving to everybody, big old smile.
Big old smile.
He probably had like 168 million reasons why he had that smile. That's what I heard.
There's a actual video of somebody in a car behind the ambulance, and you can see his face in the back of the ambulance, and he is just laughing and yucking it up with everybody. That's the face of a guy who really needed a day off from work, and he got it. So
the boss came in and said, "Hey, why don't you just take the rest of the week off? Leave at noon on a Thursday. You get the weekend."
Yeah, go and take the weekend. So the Dolphins actually didn't look too bad even once Hill left the game.
No, Waller stepped up.
Waller stepped up big time with multiple touchdowns. They are at Carolina this week. I like Miami to come out fast, score first, and win.
Oh, boy.
At plus 195.
Okay.
Miami might be back.
I like the plus money there, and this is quite the spot. Carolina, though, we talked about Baltimore being desperate. I think Carolina really has their back against the wall here, and this is a game they have to get. So I like the plus money, but I might have to pump the brakes on that. For me.
For you. Yeah, and you know I've always been a Mike McDaniels backer. Like, I love the guy, right? So
I mean, that's what he's talking about. If you got to win the game, you got to win the game.
If you're going to win the game, let's go ahead and win the game.
You got to get back to this flavored vapes. Who cares if they know?
Number 2, and it's a new entrant in the bottom 5. It is the Baltimore Ravens at 1-3.
Ooh.
Every game, it seems like they're in it. Every game, you see flashes of a team that could be a Super Bowl team.
Right?
Tough loss to the Chiefs, to the point that everyone's saying the Chiefs are back now. Injuries are piling up. Best player on defense, Lamar Jackson's out now. It just and this is a very winnable division still. I mean, you look at it. The Bengals, the
Bengals and Browns.
The Browns are bad. The Steelers aren't good, but they're right there. So. Still a winnable division, but things couldn't be any more sad, really.
It's
for
pretty.
Baltimore.
It's pretty dire. I was wondering if they would get in there. Now you got them all the way up to 2.
Up to 2.
Holy smokes!
Things are not looking very good.
We were talking about this matchup earlier against Houston.
Yes. So I've got Cooper Rush. He's going to be playing quarterback for the Ravens. Remember, he did lead the Cowboys to some wins back in the day, but I think we're going to get the under 1.5 passing touchdowns from Mr. Cooper Rush. So
I like that.
Easy money there.
I like that a lot. I don't even know if John Harbaugh would let him attempt 2 touchdown passes. Even that's if things are going good.
And number 1, this team doesn't have it any worse, and they're likely to fire their head coach. It's the Cincinnati Bengals at 2-2. You would think they have everything ahead of them. You get smoked by Denver, 28-3 on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
People are calling for Zach Taylor's head. Joe Burrow's out.
Yep.
It's just a reminder, last year, this week, in 2024, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were the FedEx Air and Ground Players of the Week.
Ooh.
So how far we've come.
That's how
for the
fast
Bengals.
life comes at you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I like Detroit to cover the 10.5 against the Bengals.
My
this
God.
Sunday.
Jeez, in the NFL, those 10.5, 11 point spreads, but this is a spot, and it's on the road.
It's on the road.
In Cincinnati. Oh, my God.
Normally, I would never go with the double digits.
I mean, what am I talking about? I like Detroit's backup running back to
Yeah,
hit his prop. So, I guess I'm right there with you on
you
this
are
one.
all in on the Lions.
I do feel bad for Zach Taylor, but that's the life of an NFL coach.
Right.
Nobody cares if your MVP caliber quarterback went down or not. Not even Jamar Chase, his number 1 receiver. He's given up on plays. I mean, even plays that are still live. That one's gone viral where, they're looking for a block down field and the guy's behind him. He just sidesteps it and gets out of everybody's way to go make the tackle. I think when you're seeing stuff like that, your coach is on very, very thin ice, and it's obvious. If your best players have packed it in, everyone else is going to follow suit. And Detroit, they play hard regardless.
They do.
They even played hard when they were bad under Campbell, those first couple of years. This is a spot where they're going to take care of business early and probably just put the throttle down.
That's just part of the Dan Campbell culture, and you got to love it.
Yeah,
Zach Taylor, I love the guy. But he'll get another shot somewhere.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But, yeah, I like this bet, even though it's 10.5 in the NFL. That's rough.
That's way too much.
It is. So that's the bottom 5.
That's the bottom 5. Those business decisions are being made, not just on the field, but also at the sports book. I gave you 5 best bets there. I don't know. Baltimore getting in the mix here was interesting to me just because of how far they've fallen. You
said them, but then I thought they've done the body of work. The body of work is there for them to be in the bottom 5.
Correct.
Right? 1-3, and all the injuries. Their best player on defense, best player on offense, best player on their team, all down.
The only thing they're missing is the hot seat for the head coach. I don't feel that's going to happen with Harbaugh, but they definitely hit all other check marks.
All righty. Well, there was your bottom 5 with the best 5 bets from the bottom 5 NFL teams. Well, that's going to about do it for us here on Where's the Line. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel and those short videos, especially on game day. Get that edge. We also got our latest episodes are going to be on, short clips anyway, on ESPN Tri-City Radio and their Facebook page. And we're all over X, giving those short videos and game day picks. Thanks to Rod Vermilio for filling up the third segment from the Global Sports Bet Network. And some of those numbers, I love how his mind works, where it's all about mitigating risk.
Yes.
So tease it up.
Winners only.
Take those points there.
Yes.
But, he's showing you the receipts. The receipts are there at linemakers.com. Go check it out if you haven't. Like you said, winners only.
Winners only.
For Jeremy Odom, the J.O., I'm Andy Klassen. Thank you for listening. This has been WTL.